Finally! I am back with another video. Hey, you guys, it is your girl, Touched by Tiny. Thank you all so very much for tuning in, and welcome back to another video. It's been a hot minute, but I am so happy to be back with another video, you guys. And today we are doing what I like to call design tribal braids. Super easy and super fun and cute. And so it's knotless braids in the back and of course the design braids in the front. And to achieve that style, you guys, y'all know I always love to start parting my hair straight down the middle and going from ear to make sure that I have my perfect measurements for the front, and we're going to keep the front away from the back. Okay. Don't leave me here high and dry. Oh, but I don't wanna jinx it, baby. Let's not get ahead of my time. Oh, but I don't wanna miss you, baby. Easy tutorial of how to do your knotless box braids or even regular traditional box braids, you guys. This is the method that I like to use. Once again, once you part the hair straight down the middle and from ear to ear, depending of course of the size of your knotless, then that's how you're going to keep your sections apart. So right now we're doing what we like to call medium knotless box braids, and we're going to have a total of 5, but in her case I am going to have a total of 6, which I didn't get to show in the video. I'm sorry, but this will be, if I wanted to do large knotless in the back, then this will be the perfect method, which will be a total of 5 rows. But once again, for her, we're going to do a total of 6. And once you get one section, you guys, all I'm doing is matching the other section to the one that was already pre-parted. Don't leave me here high and dry. Oh, And as you can see, baby girl ends are super blunt. And this is why I wanted to show you guys how to tuck blunt ends to knotless box braid. So if you have a fresh cut or anything like that, this is the video for you. We are starting off with medium knotless, you guys, and I always like to section the hair in 3 sections first, and immediately I'm going to start to add small pieces of hair. I like to start off with about 3 to 4 pieces depending on the thickness of the natural hair, and then from there I'm just going to keep adding little small pieces for length. And then in her case, we will have a total of about 6 to 7 little strands of hair per section. Now for the tucking of the blunt ends, you guys, I like to use a little bit of my products and try to keep her natural hair together because if you have them split all over the place, then it's harder to tuck them. And then from there, I'm just going to get pieces of the synthetic braiding hair, and I'm going to make sure I fold that over her natural hair, having her natural hair in the middle between both of the braiding hair, and that helps tremendously to keep the natural hair tucked where the ends won't come out of the braids. Now, if you don't do this method and the ends are super blunt, what's going to happen is that your hair will eventually start to come out of the braids, and that is not a look we're going for, and that's not something I want for her, for her to experience within a day or two after leaving the shop. So I always make sure if you have blunt ends, I try my hardest to get them bad boys tucked in so that you can rock your braids for as long as possible. And as you can see right here, her hair is completely tucked in the top and of course in the bottom. So this is going to last her as long as possible, you guys. She won't need to deal with no blunt ends sticking out of her braids. And again, I am repeating the same method for you all to see. And then after this section right here, you guys, we will be moving to the front where y'all can see all the razzle dazzle, which I'm very excited about.
Baby, you give me ice and fire. You're giving me wind and rain. You're some kind of butterfly. Baby, you give me midnight. You whip up my
Perfect, perfect, perfect. And that's exactly how the whole back is going to look, you guys. Now for the front, which is I'm super excited about that, you guys. So for the front, we are going to have 2 feet in braids on each side, and then in between those 2 feet in braids, we're going to use the rubber band method, which is like a crisscross pattern. So right now all I'm doing is brushing out or combing out her little baby hair because she wants some baby hairs left out so she could be extra cute, super duper cute. Okay, and then from there, you guys, I am just going to section off my hair so that I can get a quick overview of how I want it to look, and of course looking on the other side to make sure that everything is matching up perfectly.
but I don't wanna jinx it, baby. 'Cause
once I get my products all worked in, you guys, I am going to use my hands or my nails to section off the first part. And there, I like to braid that by itself naturally first. And then I'm going to start to add small pieces of hair. And remember, the back is knotless medium box braids. So I want to make sure that the front is not too bulky and that the front will match the back as well. So try to keep the hair in the front the same size as the back.
Baby, you got me out there fine. You're gentle and wind and rain. You're some kind of butterfly. Baby, you got me midnight. You whip up my appetite. Don't leave me here high and dry. Oh.
And of course, we are doing the stitch method for the front, which you are welcome to use a comb if that's what you're comfortable with, or if you have a stitch tool. But for me, I like to use my nails. I just find that it's super quicker and easier for me to use my nails. And then right here, you guys, this is going to be the second feed and braid that I mentioned earlier, and it's going to literally be the same process. I like to start my braids naturally by itself first, and then from there, after I braid like a good 2 to 3 times, then I am going to slowly start to add small pieces of hair. And the purpose of me braiding the hair naturally by itself first is because I am at the perimeter of her hair near her edges, and I don't want no extra tension. And that goes for any type of hair I'm doing, any texture, the color of the person, it doesn't matter. Always protect the person's natural hair first.
I'm overheated, can hardly sleep at night, doing crazy dreaming. You're the reason why. Hiding by the baby, losing my mind. Don't try to save me. I feel alive. My world is faster and faster. The tears and the laughter. I'm here for the ride.
Now for our rubber band crisscross, you guys, I do have a few rubber bands sitting in olive oil. And then from there, if you notice that section is a little bit bigger, it's because we're going to split that in 2 parts to create our crisscross look, okay? So from there, you're making sure your parts are super crisp and neat. And we're going to have a total of 3 sections for each, or 3 little squares for each section.
I'm in a trance, spinning out of control. Don't know what this dance is, but at least I'm not dancing alone. All kinds of crazy. You heard what I said. I blame you, lover. I'm out of my head. Some days my feet has me frozen. I'm brave and I'm broken. My soul is wide open. Yes, yes.
Once you get the first 2 out the way, that's what's going to help you create your crisscross method.
'Cause you know how wild it could get to love an emotional mess. You got me, baby, I'm yours to have. Don't hurt me, my heart's in your hands. You got me, baby, I'm yours to have. Don't hurt me, baby.
See, super fun, super easy. Now for the ends, of course, we're not just going to leave them like that. So we are going to create the knotless fill for that as well. So be sure to section it off in 3 sections. And once you get that, immediately start to add the small pieces of hair as you go as well. And that's going to create the knotless fill for that section.
'Cause you know how wild it could get. To love and emotional mess.
Baby, you give me ice and fire. You're giving me wind and rain. You're some kind of butterfly. Baby, you give me midnight. You whip up my appetite. Don't leave me here high and dry. Oh, I don't wanna jinx it, baby. And twist myself at the spine. Don't wanna overthink it, baby.
Tell me that ain't all that, y'all. That is so fire. Her hair looks so good. And of course, you guys don't forget to always dip your ends. And dipping your ends in hot water helps seal your braids, help the braids feel more natural, give it a more flowy feel. And what people don't even realize, it keeps the itch away. So your clients won't be super itchy for their back and stuff like that. So now it's time for the edges. Okay, we are laying down her edges with that good old edge grip. So don't forget to visit touchbytiny.com, you guys, for your edge control, your hair mousse, your hair oil, etc., hair brushes, all that. Whatever you need, we got it. Okay, now we're just going to tie her hair down real quick with that good old do-rag. Okay, and then have her sit under the dryer for a good 5 minutes, and then we'll be ready for the big reveal. Ta-da! Tell me that ain't fire. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. And yes, sir. Okay. Her hair looks so good. You guys, this is such a fun, easy hairstyle. And honestly, you can rock it as is. You can go on trips. It's a good vacay hair. It's a good hair if you just doing whatever it is that you want to do. Summer hair, spring hair, winter hair. It doesn't matter. This thing is just fire. Period, period, period. Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you guys so very much for watching. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell button. Until next time, peace and love.